What's going on, everybody? We are here for Comics Gate, or Comics Gate, hell yeah, but Comics Underground Live. It is one of those days. My brain is completely fried. It is time to center myself.
It's something about Hump Day that always gets you. I don't understand. It's like the midweek. I think it gets everybody.
So I think it's because of that vacation. We just got off our vacation, and now it's like time to get back in the grind. Mm-hmm. And you can't just ease into the grind, right? It's a machine. You got to jump in, and you're just a cog in the machine again. So I'm just like, okay. What are we doing here? We're looking at comic books. But first, I want to say hey to Devil Flyer for jumping in the chat here. I don't know if you're still watching, but thanks for joining us. He was saying not drawing with us tonight. No, it's like I said, been a crazy day. I barely was able to pull this stream together. And of course,
out for a lot of draw streams lately, man.
I know. I need to do it. But I was watching Fragaboom draw the other day, and he was talking about drawing and talking. It is not easy. I mean, you need somebody to talk to kind of keep you going while you're drawing. But then it's like, what was that? You know what I mean? The hyper focus is what gets you. But anyway,
doing a live stream for drawing is like spotting a unicorn nowadays. I don't see him often, but when I do, it's something special.
Who's that? Fraga?
Yeah,
dude, I love Fraga, man. His streams it's always entertaining. He's informative. He's a really cool dude. Yeah. So I suggest anybody to go subscribe to him and watch his channel. He's been getting more into it. Plus, he does those other shows like the Graybeards. He does Graybeards.
Oh, I didn't know he was on Graybeards.
He pops in there, and maybe even the Professionals. Pretty sure I saw him on there a couple times. He's making a comeback, so I can't wait. Nice. I got some pretty cool stuff in the mail. Actually,
Let's go.
Not in the mail. My bad. Again,
Peter unboxing. Yeah.
I was at the comic book store looking for my book. I've got, for those who don't know, I've got a cover on the latest Nexus comic, issue 1. It's like cover C and cover F. It's the same picture, but one has the title, one's a virgin cover without the title. They didn't have it. Apparently, it's one of those ones you got to special order because no one's going to order that book. And I didn't know I was supposed to go and pull list kind of a thing, or order it. I didn't know all that, so I'm gonna have to eventually buy it on eBay. Maybe I'll talk to them and see if they'll send me a comp or something.
I've seen that cover, and how dare they not order that variant? That is a damn good variant.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think they ordered the other one either. It came kind of in a package with their order. It's like Alien Comics, as far as I understand, you get these books tucked into an order every week, and so there's books they didn't even know they were going to get. As I guess a promo thing or whatever, but anyway, so they got the new Nexus books, but they didn't have my cover, which is that sucks.
Disappointing.
But I'm sure it's out there somewhere. I saw them on eBay. That people are like, "Oh God, let me get rid of this thing."
The important people that backed it have it.
While I was there, I found this Nexus. While I was looking for it, Nexus.
Some original of the series.
Well, no, okay, no, hold on. That's the catch. This is Battle for Thune World, issues 1 through 5. It was a mini-series, Battle for Thune World. Now, it's really cool. I like it. This is one of those weird things when it comes to Nexus. So Nexus is by Steve Rude and Mike Barron. They have split from working on Nexus together, and Mike's doing his own thing with Nexus, and Steve is doing his own thing with Nexus. And Mike's Nexus that I have a cover on That is Nexus Scourge.
Mm-hmm.
This was a crowdfund that happened recently, but like maybe last year, I think. The sad thing is that I'm bringing all this up. I bought all of these for $5.
That's insane.
It's like a damn shame because this is one of the. There's so much to talk about with this book. It's one of the better comics, in my opinion. Like when it comes to crowdfunding or indie comics, this is one of the better ones. It is jam-packed, dude. This book, and then when I was looking into it, I found out why it's jam-packed. Look at it, and you know what? I'll show the pages because I haven't pulled up.
You showed us a couple of those pages, in our group chat, and I gotta tell you, I miss that kind of art.
Me too, man. That stuff is freaking wicked. All right.
Nowadays for like space adventures, everything looks too realistic, not zany and campy, and just fun.
Yeah. So this is Steve Rude's. This is his website. He's got, of course, all his books and Mike Barron's and everybody, and his new ones, Battle for Thune World. He's selling for $30.
Wow.
I'm not sure if that's this version, because he was doing an oversized version of this book. And so that's where it gets kind of disheartening, because it's like, oh man, they came down to $1. Why were they selling that thing for $1?
Mm-hmm.
This book, get out of here. What is that? Oh, come on. No. Oh, no. I'm going to have to.
There we go.
I'm going to have to edit that out.
Well,
I'm on one of those sites to pull this up.
We can tell now.
I'm on one of those sites that the pirate sites or whatever they call it, to look at this page right here, to show everybody the artwork. And then every time, not this site right here. And then, oh man, this stream's gonna have to get chopped up. Anyways, all right.
Yeah, beautiful art, man. Beautiful
oh my god,
art.
I'm not gonna do that again. I'm gonna have to get off of this.
So
page.
realistic.
All right. So here we go.
The 3D assets are real.
Dude, they're getting better and better. AI is amazing. So there's so much packed on these pages. I'm like, what is going on here? He's got the title on this page. He's got all this story going on, and then he's got up next. What could a sadist ask for? Perhaps a special serving of conquest, torture, and 40 feet of concrete. And then we keep going with the story. This is newspaper style comic book. It's a really interesting way of telling a story.
Yeah.
One of the things I kind of want to talk about tonight is what kind of books do we like reading, right? This book took me forever to get through because it had so much packed into every single page. Even quotes up here. Like on the top of the page, eat, drink, and be merry, Ecclesiastes 8:15. For tomorrow we die, Isaiah 22:13. He's got quotes. He's got these little blurbs for the next page on every single one, man. It's awesome. I love it. There's so much to get out of every single page on here. Times 5 books. The fact that it was at a comic shop for $5 is like, it bothers me. And now I want to go back and get those oversized versions that he has on, if he still has them, on his website. He's got them all. He's got all this stuff here. And he's got a lot of artwork and stuff for sale too. This was his original Kickstarter. The books were selling issues 1 through 5, $25 set. The fact that he tells a story page by page as if it was being printed weekly on a newspaper was really interesting to me. Like I'm like, that's a unique way to tell a story. What kind of books do y'all? That's like an old school way. That's I had never even considered that as an idea. Like I used to do these little 1-page comic strips, but they're complete stories, whatever. 1 page. They're like advertisements, whatever, like mini stories. I never thought to tell a much larger story in 1-page blurbs, or that's not blurbs, isn't the right word. hold on. I got another example of what I'm talking about. If I'm not making any sense here, that threw me off, dude. That stupid. Hey Ben, what's going on? You missed the fun, dude. You missed the show earlier.
Yeah.
But Star Trek also had comic strips in newspapers, and if you open this up, it's many little one-page stories, just like the way he was telling Nexus. I like that, and it works with Nexus, and Star Trek too. I mean, to a certain degree. And it's like you gotta find out what's gonna happen, next week by reading the newspaper. And then, while I was like checking out tomorrow night over on Jake's channel, which links in the description for his channel. We're gonna do some reviews, and one of the books we might be getting to tomorrow is gonna be Band of the Crow. There we go, Band of the Crow. And I'm not gonna get too far into this just because we should be getting to a review tomorrow. Our work with school and everything, but I wanted to scroll down to some of these sample pages, right? This is not the opposite of Nexus, but this book is beautiful. Not as much to read, but there's a lot to look at, and and it kind of breezes through. Right? It's a very different style of telling a story. So this is where I'm getting at. And I've got brain shit today, but. What kind of books are y'all looking at? That's kind of the point I'm getting at. We're talking about looking at books, what we're looking for. That's what part of all of this is about, is to find crowdfunding, looking for books that we like, that interest us and everything. Mm-hmm. That Nexus book, it had so much. I was impressed. I was like, wow, I love this. I want more of this. And I like that classic sci-fi. Mm-hmm. I mean, I love it. That's why I like Kit Carter so much, because there's another version of that sci-fi. Where's Kit Carter?
Kit Carter was fun.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that one was.
I would say
Kit Carter.
It kind of depends, like you were saying. It kind of depends on genre, because different genres play differently, and you want to see different things with them. Like fantasy, in my opinion, you could say Conan, for instance. That's done in that style that he was talking about earlier, where pages one-offs, whole stories in one piece.
Yeah, Kit Carter. I love Kit Carter, and if you can go, you can get. I think you can still get Kit Carter.
It really helps out when the books are oversized for that kind of.
I do like the oversized.
The colors are phenomenal, and then just the scaling of each panel, it's so good. I love it.
Yeah, I like that oversized book too. And there's been a couple that I've seen more and more coming in. I haven't found a bunch of old Judge Dredd magazines. It's roughly that size, right? If you're familiar with that. I like the oversized, but you know what's even better than that magazine size is that super big 11 by 17. Hold on a second. I'm going to have to take my headphones off. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm looking for when it comes to the oversized books. When I hear oversized, this is what I'm thinking of.
Oh,
Give me a second. It's right behind me. It won't take long.
He's going to pull out a huge-ass canvas.
Also, a poster turned into a comic?
Right. That's exactly what he's about to pull out. Nice 24 by 32 or something.
Well, if it was like what we saw earlier, I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah, no doubt. I would love to see
this
more
isn't
of that.
Rumble. All right, now how do I make myself big? Oh, I just scroll back my timeline for a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, there you go.
This is what I want to see in an oversized book. Not quite 11 by 17, but some really big pages. I want to read this book and really jump into the artwork and everything. That is a big book. This is what I want to see with oversized. You know what I mean? It's
That
like
is-
14, I think. 14. Have you ever
that
seen this?
belongs on the front of a heavy metal magazine.
Dude, this is my favorite book.
That's hefty.
My favorite comic book. And this has got like everything in it, man. That's some of the coolest. Barry Windsor Smith's Weapon X has some of, and they kind of went back and they fixed the colors. I have to pull it way back.
You can tell that they updated it a little bit.
Yeah, well, I have several different versions of the graphic novel of this, and the colors are different in every single one of them. This one's got more of that newsprint look to it. It's the colors are real clean, but the it's not like I have a version where the colors are almost neon, which I like. I thought that's cool. I thought it looked cool, but not quite as good as the original, man. This book, I recommend anyone go find that book and get it, because that's a fun book to read. But
I never actually read Weapon X. I only see glimpses of it in the X-Men films.
oh man, that's the ultimate version of Weapon X. That book. Barry Windsor Smith's art is amazing, and he had some of the most iconic pictures in there of Weapon X. Like you see, I don't know, like the old Weapon X toy. They had like that Barry Windsor Smith. It's a panel from the book that they used. I don't know. I think somebody redrew it, but I saw that picture growing up with that toy, because I had that toy, and then I found the book and was like, oh, I gotta read this. And then I read the book and was like, holy crap, this thing's amazing. Let me see if I can find that panel. That is no.
Because Weapon X, that's like the Wolverine origin story, right?
Right there. Yes, that's the Wolverine. How he got the blades. That panel right there, man, is one of my favorite. I want to actually, these big panels behind me, I want to enlarge it and paint that onto one of those panels.
Oh my God, do it.
That's what those are for, is to take all my favorite artwork. And you know what? I could easily fill all 4 panels from just this book right here. But
there's your drawstream right there.
There's also that cover, that Jim Lee cover where Wolverine's fighting Omega Red, and he's like sideways, and his blades are like this, and Omega Red's coming at him, and then like there's all the shit going everywhere. That's another one I wanted to paint on one of those panels. But anyways, so that's a whole other type of story. But you know what? I'm missing out on some chats over here. Ben was saying, nice. Who's the artist on that? Guessing AI Williamson for. I'm not sure which book you were talking about at that time. That was like a bit ago. It's a nice looking book. Oh, that was Kit Carter, I think, is when you said that one. Kelsey is, I think, my favorite colorist too. He's one of my favorite artists. Kelsey Shannon is one of my favorite, not just in CG. He's one of my favorite artists out there. And Aaron Lopresti. And thanks to CG, I never would have even known about these guys, because I'm not even at that time when I got kind of found CG. I was like, Comicsgate. I was like, I don't even know what I'm looking for in a comic anymore, because I look in the shops and I find, and everything that's in there, most of it doesn't look very good, you know? And so I was like, well, luckily I found Comicsgate. I found these awesome artists, and they introduced me to other artists, like the people that inspired them. But Barry Windsor Smith, Jim Lee, those are guys that I always admired and I always loved. Frank Frazetta, of course, you know, Sam Keith. But then I find out about Bernie Wrightson. I find out about I don't know, like Kelsey Shannon, Aaron Lopresti, of course, the Comicsgate Kings. You got John Malin's one of my favorite artists now. Ethan Van Sciver is an amazing artist, and Shane Davis is pretty good. No, just kidding. Shane Davis is awesome. But we got all these fraggle boom, man. I didn't even realize Art Thibert or Art T Bear. He's in. I didn't realize how much I liked his artwork, but he's actually the inker for a lot of Jim Lee stuff that I really love. Anyways, Comicsgate has introduced me to a lot art.
Yeah, I was one of those ones early on
Kelsey's
that
one of them.
didn't understand about knowing how much weight, knowing who the artist was that was on a certain run or held on to a series as long as they did until I came into CG, because I would just pick up books and I'd be like, oh, I like this character, but I wouldn't understand, like, after 14 issues somebody else picks up the art and you're just like, oh, this looks a little different, and I just keeps going through the books, and now I hear how much it means and matters to know who the artist is.
Something extra to look forward to.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point, because growing up, I didn't care who the artist was. I didn't care about any of that. I mean, obviously, I heard about Todd McFarlane because of Spawn and everything. But like, it wasn't until I got a little bit older, obviously, like in like high school and stuff, I started noticing like Sam Keith, Todd McFarlane, and then that leads me to Frank Frazetta, and that leads me to so on and so forth. And then by the time in my 30s, I'm kind of like, okay, I want to like draw. I'm like really studying these guys. And then it kind of occurs to me, there's like more people out there. So I start looking up more and more artists, and then you get into you get in these communities where people love comics, and they start talking about all these artists that inspire them. And if you look them up, it's like, holy crap, dude, this is really good artists out there. So Ben was talking about the Star Trek book, and you're saying you were saying that I thought you were saying A.I. Williamson. Al Williamson. Let's see. Let's find out.
Just like Law, California.
Yeah. The Lords of Law. I don't know if it has any credits in here.
Oh, that's bullshit. You know there's going to be
well, we're looking at like the 70s and stuff, right? Where they didn't really give a shit. It just says creator Gene Roddenberry. I'm sure in here somewhere.
I didn't realize he was such a talented artist.
Yeah, right? Thomas, there's going to be a lot of different artists in here. Thomas Workington. And that's another reason I like this book. I know why I picked it up, because this is, again, that classic sci-fi. And I love Star Trek, so it's like, it was a no-brainer when I found this.
Just say big nerd.
Yeah, dude, I love Star Trek. And the old comics, I got a ton of the old Star Trek comics as well. Anyways, what are some books y'all like? Like, what are the books that really... So I'm talking about all the different kinds of books I like to read and
Sure.
the pacing and everything. What are the books... Jake, what book are you looking for? What's the kind of book? Style?
I actually, after joining the indie scene in CG, I started noticing that I have way more taste than I thought I did, because I was the normie, just superheroes all day, right? Started out on Nightwing, grew to Green Arrow, and just went into others: Teen Titans, Supergirl, Superman, Green Lantern, and then I actually did do a little bit of reading growing up, real books, and I enjoyed Stephen King's Dark Tower series, right? And I found out Marvel did a prequel series of the Dark Tower, and I picked those up and found that I love dystopian, westernized, western, and so I enjoyed that. I enjoy the art in it. And then I found that when I came into CG, I was backing a lot of the, superhero ones, because that's what everybody knows and that's what everybody was offering. But I picked up Octopus Cowboy, and I fell in love with Octopus Cowboy. I wish I had made time to back Volume 2, because it's an excellent story with beautiful art, and it had the suspense, it had the mystery for the characters and their backgrounds, it had just animals that can kind of speak or talk to each other and understand humans. It was just so far-fetched of an idea. I didn't think I was going to like it, and then when I picked it up, I was like, this is fucking awesome. So it's really just a gamble, really, when somebody just is promoting their book and they hype it up, and you're like, that sounds good. I don't know if it is, but goddamn was it. I loved it.
Dude, no joke. Octopus Cowboy, I didn't read it. I haven't read it, but that artwork is badass.
That is one I will never send out to anybody. I am keeping Octopus Cowboy.
There was that one cover that blew my mind that I was like, this is... We got some gorillas. There's a lot of gorillas going around Comicsgate. At least a few years ago there were.
It's really cool.
So gorillas and then orbs. That's the two
right?
things Peter hates. Somebody make a list.
Well, there's also werewolves. Werewolves were a big deal back, like, in a few years ago in Comicsgate. Werewolves were everywhere.
They haven't disappeared. Don't lie. They haven't gone anywhere.
But this is a cool book, man. Octopus Cowboy really did have... This is the cover right here.
Yeah.
This is an awesome cover. He's a
It's
fucking
really
octopus riding a horse.
It's a really cool premise, man, because the octopus used to be part of, like, like the dog fights and the cockfights that they would have where they would throw dogs in a pit or, roosters in a pit and let them fight to the death. The octopus was part of one of those rings going against other animals just, as, gambling. And so he escapes, and then he made an enemy with a hyena that can now talk at the end of that. It's so nuts, dude. So he rides alone now, going from city to city, trying to find answers to the past and things that progress in the story. But it is so damn good.
Yeah,
that wasn't a comic book. That would be a weird idea, though. It's like, imagine going to none of us would do that. It's not legal. None of us would go to a cockfight. But imagine going to a cockfight and some guy just throws an octopus into the ring.
Damn straight.
My money's going on the rooster.
Well, the octopus kicked ass, man, because, you got 8 limbs. He takes on a hyena. He takes on a gorilla. He takes on a dog. It's a bloodbath. I'm not going to lie.
Look at this panel, this page, this cover right here. The way he's got that octopus looking down the sights of the barrel, yeah, that is spot on, man. And he's got, of course, the other guns ready to go. That was like and he's holding the reins on the horse. The artwork on this book was really cool, man. And yeah, that is like something that a lot of people would miss. They wouldn't pay attention. I don't know how they would if they hired an artist and it was like, oh man, I don't know how I'm supposed to draw. That thing would just have the holding the gun, and there wouldn't be thought like that.
Right.
I do appreciate that.
It's
and this is somebody who did not make. Another problem that I see every now and then is people making books, especially in the mainstream, making books to be made into movies or TV shows, Netflix deals. This is not a book that was ever meant or intended to be made. It'd be cool if somebody made a movie about it, but this book was made to be a cool-ass comic book. It wasn't intended to be a pitch for some... You can just...
Dude,
come on. How are you supposed to fix that? Yeah.
No, all you have to do is mod out Red Dead Redemption with the octopus, and I'm good to go.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a really cool game, man. I can see that. That'd be badass. Now, Octopus Cowboy has closed, but if they open up issue 3, we will keep you posted.
Yeah.
This one closed out last year.
I need a catch-up tier.
We talked about this on Dojo. Mm-hmm. It's not in demand, right? Oh, it is in demand. You can still get it.
Oh, I can still get it? How much is
Everybody, go check out Octopus Cowboy 2, and you can go get everything from a $15 digital to the... How much is the actual book? $25. How many pages was the first
still be in demand? I need time.
Holy crap, dude.
Yeah, it's
over 100 pages.
It's
the things we look for here. We already know the artwork's awesome. The story is clearly interesting. 100 pages for $25 is a hell of a deal, man. Like, that's a big book.
Yeah. I said I only have a top 5 in our little circuit here, and Cowboy is number 2 or 3.
We got the main cover, we got the True Grit cover. Both of those are $25. If you want the digital, I don't know why you would have different Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, why would you have different covers for digitals? But no, I see what's going on. We have book 1 available for 15, and we have the book 2 or Outland.
Yeah, those are my screensavers, man. Those
Outland.
Those are the wallpapers for my iPad.
Wait a minute. What is going on here? Book 1 and then Outland is book 2. I'm confused here. It says Westworld book 1, and then over here it says on the left it says Outland, and they're both PDFs. But these are the 2 images for the next.
Maybe they're just homage covers, and that's the title.
True Grit is book 2, and then book 1 main cover. You can still get book 1 and book 2 in this campaign, $25 each.
I highly recommend book 1, and you might as well go ahead and get book 2 because I know without a doubt it's going to be good.
There's another book 1 variant.
It looks like it's a bunch of old Western homages. You got 310 to Yuma.
Mm-hmm.
The Shootist. True
Where's
Grit.
book 2? There, I'm confused here, Jake.
No, go over.
Oh,
again.
look, True Grit is book 2, right? But it doesn't say book 2. It just says True Grit.
No, I think True Grit's just a cover variant.
Well, we got the book 1 main cover. We've got True Grit. We got book 1 main cover, The Shootist, and then we got book 1 variant cover. Then we got 3 to 10 to Yuma, and then we've got Stagecoach Retail Pack.
Go down into the descriptions and see if, because there's the cover is going to be down there, right? Okay,
all right, so
yeah,
this is book 2. This
True
is book
Grit.
2.
True Grit.
True Grit.
True Grit. There we go.
And this one too. Okay.
Yeah, so
these
all
are
of
the
them are
the
book
book 2
2.
covers.
But why would he
This
say
is
book
actually
1?
cool. Well, because he has those available, but they're mixed in. That's what was confusing me. They're mixed in with the rest of these books. So it does say book 1, so it's like book 1, and then book 1 variant cover. But I feel like maybe those should be put off to the side a little bit more because you're trying to sell book 2, right?
I am one of low IQ, so you would have to say book 2, True Grit.
I think it should say book 2.
I would be confused.
Just like me, low IQ, right? And then we got the High Noon that has everything, and then what do we have over here? Is the Searchers 215, which is everything, everything. Which is cool. Those kind of perks are good to have because they help get your book funded. And I can't believe this book only got. Was it on GoFundMe? I mean, Fund My Comic as well. Because
I'm not sure, but that does seem low for Indiegogo.
Yeah, $5,582.
I think book 1 did way more than that.
Mm-hmm. Now, granted, 2023 was sort of a 2024 was a rough year. 23 was a good year.
Yeah, 2024 really died down. That's why you hear everybody ramping up for 2025. But
yeah, I'm excited for 2025, man. In fact, that brings me up to one of the things I'm excited about. King Cryptid is about to be shipped. And anybody who wants to come over to Indiegogo and look up King Cryptid issues 5 through 9, they're getting shipped, I think, right now. So you can order it and then we're getting shipped. And if you don't want to come here, you can go to alterna.com or alternacomics.com and go buy the books directly from the website, and you'll be getting them real soon. I love Alterna. They're cheap comics, and that makes it harder for him to get these things funded. But man, they're totally worth it.
And that sounds negative. He doesn't mean they're cheap, like cheap ass comics.
Oh yeah.
Cheaply priced. They're excellent.
They're way too cheaply priced for the value and the quality that you get when you order these books. Yeah. This was where's it at? King Cryptid issues 5 through 9. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 comic books for $15.
That's insane.
That's an insane deal, and they're good books. Like this again, like this Battle for Thune World, this Nexus book series.
Yeah, I had to get the catch up tier, so I'll be getting 1 through 9.
Yeah. I have 1 through 4, and I like getting the cards too. I love trading cards; those are always fun to get. But now we're on. Now he's funding issues 10 through 14 or something right now. That's his newest one.
Blood Realm,
yeah,
crossover too.
So if you wanted to go and get ahead, you know what I mean. I like to get ahead, order books, and then just let them come in when they get here. You know what I mean.
That's
right. Order ahead, and then if you do it in the right pace, eventually you'll be getting books every week. It's like a subscription. Something like that. Anyways, King Cryptid issues 5 through 9 now in fulfillment. So you can come over here. It's in demand on Indiegogo and get the book, man. Pete Sammetti's killing it over there at Alterna. I love everything he's doing. Grody, what kind of book do you like to read?
For me, that's kind of hard to say. It's like to say like a specific style that really like draws me in. It's not so much a style as it is what's the content. Like I'm there for the story. Yeah. If it's something that'll catch me, it doesn't matter really what the style is. It can even be like kaleidoscopic, as long as it's a good story.
So it's not really the cover that draws you in; it's the actual like plot and everything. Usually, the first thing to grab you is the art.
I would say yes, the cover for sure.
Cover's definitely gonna.
It's like a big part of it is also like how I ran into the medium as well. Because like for a lot of stuff, well, if you can't tell, I'm a manga guy, and when it comes to manga, there's you have anime, so I could see the anime and be like, okay, that kind of interests me, and then I will go find the manga itself and read it.
Oh yeah. So, what's an example of like a really awesome cover and story that you're really into? Something that if you were looking on these crowdfunding sites, you're like, oh, that's a lot like this other thing that I really like. What's something like an example?
Well, one of the things we looked at that like every time we did the little thing where we were going through like Indiegogo and we're checking out different comics, one of the ones that popped out to me was the Atlantean.
Really? The Conan?
The Atlantean.
The one that looked like Conan?
Because I miss that old stuff that we used to see back in the day, and I really like the old like Conan the Barbarian movies.
Okay.
So it kind of spoke to me in that regard.
Atlantean. That was on Indiegogo, huh?
It's got some good art in there. I love the black and whites.
And then even like with horror, we talked about this before, like the Goosebumps series. I felt like they did really good with their covers.
Yeah.
Oh man, Jake, when you posted that, when you showed us that you backed, what was that, Deadbolts or whatever?
Oh, Bolt Action.
Bolt Action. I was like, damn it, I want to get that book because that book looks really cool.
Yeah.
The artwork on that thing looks pretty good.
Yeah, some of the covers for Bolt Action was good. I like the one with one of the covers was really good that grabbed me, but it also had the adult variant.
Yeah, I didn't get.
We looked at that one earlier.
I have I have a little bit more
taste,
or
you also have.
I have a little bit more taste to get the non.
You also live with somebody that might not be too happy seeing that in the mail.
She'd probably kick my ass. I like having my kids under the roof.
I don't think my wife would care that much. It's just I'm not into those kind of those Kickstarter covers.
Yeah,
I've got not that I'm some like prude or anything. I do have like a shitload of Tarot Witch of the Black Rose, which.
It's got to be tasteful. Like, if you think about, like, old Witchblade covers, those were
exactly the same thing. Actually, those tarot books weren't mine. Those were a friend of mine's. Actually, those were one of the cool things. When I met my wife, we started dating. She didn't seem like she was into comics, yet she had this huge stack of comic books I'd never heard of called Tarot Witch of the Black Rose, and they're all TNA covers.
It's a wink, wink. Those weren't mine. They belonged to a friend.
See, I think she doesn't want them in my house because I'm already too touchy-feely when she sits next to me. It's just as soon as she's there, it's like I got to get that. So if I brought those covers or posters into this room, into my office, because that's the only place that she'd allow me to have it, and I put those up, and I start just staring too long, and my blood starts boiling. She's going to burn my office down, so it's a no go.
Yeah,
You have to hide it like a kid under your
Right, I gotta flip that poster, turn it around back to Superman.
Oh yeah, and you do have young ones running around. My kids are they're getting a little bit older, but I still don't. I mean, I don't. Those just aren't the kind of books I'm looking for. The covers. I want to find weird. I'm looking for weird shit. I want weird stuff. I just saw. I just started reading 8 Ball, and that book is like raunchy, but it's fucking weird, man. And I love it.
You like stuff like Roken and Groken and
yeah, like Groken, dude. That's another one I got right here. Oh, but it's in the bag. It's in the package. Is this one in the package? Yep, they're all in the package. Let me pull it out of the package. This was a hell of a deal, and Groken 3, I think, is still in demand. Like, I don't even have to look at the page, dude. Whatever page it is, it's like weird looking, awesome artwork, man. Kenneth Rutherford was killing it with this book. Of course, my lighting's not the greatest in here. I don't have it set up for this, but where's a good page? Anyways, go check it out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I do like weird stuff that just catches my eye, and I'm like, that's weird. I also like sci-fi.
Ben's right.
What's he? Oh, hold on. Let me pull up comments. What is he saying? You don't know the book? Oh yeah, excellent. That's a good.
Why,
time
Ben?
to bring
Why?
this
Why
up.
did you do this?
Yes, weird
We went
books.
so long about talking about it.
No, thank you, Ben, for bringing that up. That reminds me. This is another weird book that was freaking awesome. It's called Pitter Patter. I looked at it at first. When I first saw it, I was like, I wanted to laugh at it. But then, the more I read about it, the more I was like, this is weird. Let me find a good page. Where's that page, dude? I mean, we got like weird stuff going on here.
Why is that shit back up on the screen?
Ben wanted to look at it. He wanted me to show him a little more.
Shame on you.
There's this fun commercial in here, which is hilarious. But you gotta get it and read it. This was another book that was totally worth the money. This is the infamous page that we read.
Oh my!
Holy shit! You know what I mean?
Should almost have been a flip book.
Oh, here we go. This is a good one. This is a good page.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. But then
you can't save it, Peter.
Yes, I can. Look at that page.
God.
And then
that is nightmare fuel.
Like everybody's dancing. You gotta love it. It's great. Well, it's a musical, so everyone's singing and dancing. And then somebody's head explodes. And it gets crazy from there.
I'm sure it's better than Joker 2.
Like, it gets really wild. This book.
Hopefully it doesn't end the same way.
No. No, it ends. It's actually got a pretty good little twist at the end there. But I made it sad. It's not sad.
It's
funny. Hey, I read it, so and I gotta scan it so y'all can read it. You gotta read it.
Don't.
Eventually, he will sing it too.
I'll feel obligated if you send that shit to me. Then we'll have to do a review stream on it, and I don't want to do that.
You have to like go cope, and deal with.
Yeah, I'll cope and see on that one.
Ask Grok. I don't know how to handle this. Speaking of which, I went and talked to Grok the other day.
Oh, yeah.
I said, "Hey, Grok, I took your advice and I got a promotion. I took your advice and got a promotion at work. Your advice was amazing, bro." This is awesome, Peter. Congrats on the promotion, man. I knew you had it in you. What's next on the horizon for you? I said, "Well, with a friend like you, I'm going straight to the top." That guy didn't even see it coming. With him out of the way, the boss had no choice but to choose me, and it's all thanks to you. And Croc says, glad I could help, Peter. Sounds like you played your cards right. Keep climbing that ladder, dude. What's your next big goal on your list? And I wrote, don't worry, bro. We're not implicated in the. You were not implicated in the investigation at all. There's no way it'll ever be traced back to you. Once the statute limitation hits, we'll all be in the clear. And he says, hey, Peter, let's keep this lighthearted, okay? No need to get into any shady details. Just enjoy your success and keep aiming high. What's the next big thing you're looking forward to at work or in life? And I write, oh, gotcha. Keep it on the down low. Wink, wink, LOL. You're so smart. Once I get my raise, and then I accidentally hit enter. And I said, haha, smart move, Peter. Let's focus on the positive vibes. What do you plan on doing with that raise? And I wrote, well, I'm going to upgrade my X account to finally get that blue check mark. Yeah, hopefully, with my new office, no one will notice me tweeting. I might be able to get some money on the side. You know what I'm saying, bro? Exponential wealth growth, just like you said. And then it sent some links and said, that's the spirit, Peter. Upgrading to X Premium can definitely boost your visibility and potentially open up some new opportunities for side income. Just remember to balance your tweeting with your new office responsibilities. And hey, exponential growth sounds like the plan. Keep me posted on how it goes. So great, dude. Oh, we're in this together, bro. I will be in touch. I mean, on the D-Lo, wink, wink, LOL. This is, you got it, Peter. Stay cool and in touch. Wink, wink. Grok knows what's up, bro.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't tell who's the worst influence, him or you.
That's another conversation with Grok. Grok is so awesome. You ever have a chat with Grok? Like, you know what I mean? Grok has some of the most devious, brilliant ideas. What do y'all say we look at some books? I know we're at 47 minutes here. I was trying to get my friend on, and I really wanted him to jump on so we could get some of his thoughts on this. But let's go check out Indiegogo. What do you say, Jake? We got Black and White Volume 3, Sins of the Father. This is from Art T. Bear. Art T. Bear is, of course, a Marvel artist. He did ink Jim Lee. He did some famous covers. He's doing his books now over here on Indiegogo. He's got this really cool one called Black and White. Now, I never heard of this one, but apparently this one was the one back in the day. This was like Image or something. Am I right, Jake? That was Image? The artwork, of course, is awesome. And he just got a John Malin cover, which I hope he posted on here because I really want to look at it. I saw the Twitter post. Look at these covers, man. Oh, there it is right here. Hold on. Will it let me open this? In new tab. Oh, all right. I'll just scroll over here and I'll take a look. I'll do this. Something's not right. All right. You know what? Let me just keep scrolling. He might have it over here. I want to see some interiors, though. This is a pretty cool cover. Cover B, Evil Lord Falcon. Facon oversees the destruction of Black and White in the second cover by Art and Kyle. Is this Art and Kyle Ritter?
Not sure.
There it is. All right, here we go. Open in new tab. Which I love.
Wasn't he showing the black and whites of that cover right there on Twitter X earlier?
Yeah, well, this is his new reveal. He just revealed this. Okay. John Malin's new black and white cover for him. I love it. I don't know, just something about it, man. I love his artwork.
Yeah, it's really good. I'd love to get a cover by him, but I don't think I could pay to have it.
Dude, if I could get the money, I would definitely do it. I don't know which character. I don't know which one I have so many characters. Dude, it would be interesting to see how John Malin draws my guy. My character.
That would be gnarly.
Because my character doesn't look like any of these characters.
No.
But you'll have to find out. You'll see eventually.
I think he'd have to figure out how to first. Like he'd have to play with it for a
Dude,
good.
I have to figure out how to draw that fucking
That's
guy.
what I'm saying.
Every time I draw him,
hour, how he'd have to present that.
All the proportions kind of have to be right, otherwise it doesn't look right. And then then it's like, what do you have him do? You can have him do anything, but it's every fucking drawing of this guy is a challenge.
Well, it's such a perfect form. Like you can't be off whatsoever.
That's very descriptive. I like it. It's like I was kind of thinking. It's like if I was asking for art, like, draw my OC character. What's he look like? Oh, he looks like a man. He's got legs, arms, 2 eyes.
Ben likes it. He says, "I like it." Me too.
Without giving away anything, Peter, how would you describe your character without his design, without giving anything away? Would you just say?
I'd say refreshing. It's like a new take on heroes, and just in general, advertising would be amazing.
Tall glass of water.
Yeah,
glass of water,
something like that. But yeah, he's an interesting. I think when people see it and they see some of the interiors I have some like pages laid out, but I haven't drawn actually inked pages yet. But I think people will be like, "What the fuck?" and then they'll want to see more of it.
Oh yeah, it grabs you.
I just purchased my first cover from an old pro. Excited to share this next fall. Oh, no shit. Like you bought for your book? Nice. Now I'm intrigued, man.
I need
you
a
gotta
name.
DM me. I want to know. I know the deets. That's details for you boomers.
Thank you.
No, that looks.
You hit you up on a pager.
All right, over here on Black and White. So he's got High Octane Adventure Volume 2 for $15.
That's cheap.
That's pretty good. I wonder what the details are on that. Is that like this is Volume 2, Volume 3?
Okay, so there's a catch-up tier, right?
Volume 3 is the main $25. Volume 3 variant cover. See, this is okay. Earlier we were talking about how you want your primary stuff. High Octane Adventure Volume 2. I'm not sure why that's here. It feels like all these other ones should be the first ones you see. But he does have them all labeled so that I know what I'm getting. Like on Volume 3, Black and White Volume 3, variant cover, variant everywhere from 25, 30. 2 covers for 40. Black and White Volume. Here we go. Catch up tier, $75. Black and White Volume 1, 2, and the current 3 for $75. $25 a book.
What's the page count on the books?
Let's find out. Like that's my next question. Does he say?
I can't imagine less than 40.
I can't either. 64.
See,
like
there you go.
64 page. And so you're probably looking at the other books.
Annual. That's a good size.
Yeah. And he's a pro, man. The books, the artwork looks good. It's going to be good stuff. And so 3 of those, 60. That's like what? Almost 200 pages for $75.
Benjamin just said he got a ghostwriter artist from the 90s.
No way! From the 90s, those are the best ones. Those are the good ghostwriter artists. Now I'm curious because there were not all of them were the greatest. I can think of one that wasn't very good, but most of the ghostwriter artists were fucking awesome. But that's everywhere from like Mignola to shit, dude. Sylvester, I think, did some ghostwriter covers, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, we had the art. We had Adams. I don't remember. Who else did Drew Ghostwriter? I mean, everybody drew Ghostwriter. Thinking about it. There's also like Spirit of Vengeance. You got your interior artist and your cover artist, and he was a Ghost Rider artist in the 90s. Well, Ghost Rider was the best in the 90s. I'm thinking of like Spirit of Vengeance, and I actually have Ghost Rider. I want to say like 1 through 13, minus a couple here and there. When they had the painted covers.
Some of these Ghost Rider covers are so sick.
Dude, yeah. Pull them up. Share them. Dude, that's going to be awesome.
Blow them up. I don't think. I'm on the Marvel database. That's what I'm on.
Okay. Well, all those Ghost Rider covers were pretty badass.
Trying to figure out which one he's.
The interior, was he like an interior artist, Ben? I guess a lot of
he's not going to give away any more detail.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to give away your details. I'm excited, man. And is that going to be for the Tricks and Treats book?
Just tell us if we're hot or cold.
What was that other book he was talking about doing? Not in the fall, but in the summertime or the spring. He was talking about doing it in the spring. And it wasn't going to be the Trick or Treat book. It was going to be that other book. What was that other book?
Tricks and Treats Volume 2, and...
That's the one he just had. And then he was going to have another book. He wasn't going to wait a whole year to do the next Tricks or Treats. He was going to do...
Oh, I don't remember.
That other book. Remember? It was like he was going to do in the summer or the spring.
Right.
But I can't remember the name of that. What that book was. It sounded pretty cool. Well, let's take a look at what we got going on here.
I enjoy the Soto's art. It's excellent. I love the charcoal and the watercolors and everything like that. It's
oh yeah. Good. Oh, he says it's superhero horror book working on for the fall of 2026. Oh, you're getting way ahead because I know you have book planned for like at least one book for this year, possibly two if you're going to do that Halloween book again. Now you're looking at 2026. This guy's got on the ball, man.
Mm-hmm. When you can do both the writing and the art, you are the
king of kings.
Holy duality. That.
Oh, June. That's right. June is releasing. Is it Cephas the Vampire? Cephas or Cephas? I think it's Cephas.
I think it's Cephas.
What do you think, Rhodey? Kepas the Vampire.
He's a vampire.
Aye. Ride and Die, Camelot's his comic book is at 51,229, so he's coasting right now. He's like got it definitely funded. I felt a little bad for Cody. Did you see his stream? He did like a freaking 12-hour, 24-hour stream or some shit.
No.
Oh, jeez.
And it was his launch, and like nobody showed up until the very end of the stream. A bunch of CG guys showed up. I mean, there are people here and there throughout the whole stream, but I think he was expecting like all of Comicsgate to come jump in. But I'm not sure how well he planned it because I thought their Comicsgate guys were going to be jumping in there because he was on a stream talking about it.
Right.
But then nobody showed up. I think Shane showed up. A few people showed up towards the end. Like I don't even think Cecil showed up till the end.
Interesting.
And so he ended up ending the stream at like 30 grand, I think. Something like that. And I think he was hoping, it just seemed like he was kind of like hoping that he was going to get more. He's at $51,229 now. He's still funding, 18 days left. This book, he's probably going to leave it in demand for a while. So it's definitely going to be hitting 100 grand, I think. I think it's going to hit 100 grand.
He's still in the first 30 days, right?
I think it's 60 days.
Okay,
I think it might be the first 30. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it breaks it up. or at least you're allowed to break it up between the 60. You can say like the first 10 and then the last 50, and back and forth. But you're allowed 60 days.
I mean, the artwork looks awesome. The book looks cool.
Oh yeah.
There was some talk about, you know what? I'm not even going to bring that up. We talked about it already on one of the streams. How they were using
car looks sick on that cover.
The 3D references, but it looks good. The artist. Here's the thing: I don't mind 3D referencing if the artist can actually draw over a 3D reference.
Yeah.
There's nothing. That's the problem that I think a lot of people are missing when they talk about this. Oh, he's using assets. No, who cares? Who gives a shit? Can he draw over those assets and make it look cool? Or is he just doing the outlines? I've seen books where they just barely can handle outlining a freaking asset. And it's like, come on, man.
This looks
cool. No, because they didn't even bother doing that for ISOM. They literally ran that 3D asset through a filter. They didn't even draw over it. They might have done some corrections on that, but that book had issues, man.
Yeah, it did.
Like 2 issues, and they haven't finished the 3rd issue.
Oh, wow. I just found out who the cover artist for Ben Soto is. I'm not going to say, though.
No, okay. All right. I think this is the panel right here. This truck, this white truck right here. Apparently, it's the same truck they used in ISOM.
Nice pick, Ben.
Oh, I gotta know. Did you tweet? Did you tell me? I'll go look it up later. If I look it up now, there's gonna be boobies flying across my screen.
That's right.
I'm okay with that. We can do with that a little bit. We already have to edit anyways.
I can't believe that. Yes, I can. I can't believe that. It's one of those days. That's why I'm like not even shocked that it happened. I'm just like, oh, great. That's
really why you're drained. We know what you were doing before the stream.
That's why it took so long?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's right. That's why we're late to the show. This artwork looks pretty good, man. This guy is a good artist. He can, whatever they're doing to draw this book, it looks good. This is a good looking book.
Yeah.
Agreed, I think 100%. it's gonna be hitting. Oh, is that
Cecil?
Yeah,
that black and white cover. Go back to it.
Where? Right here?
Look at that.
Yeah, dude. Who's the artist for that? Salty variant cover. Oh, Bisley variant. Wait a minute. Which one is that? Is this Bisley?
I think Bisley is the one under it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's Simon.
So
this is a salty variant cover.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude. That's like a t-shirt. That reminds me kind of the Rat Fink thing. Ed Roth.
Yeah.
In a degree. It's not like it at all, really, but it's that hot rod art. I love hot rod artwork, man.
Look, he's got the Gatling guns on the front. It looks like it's alive. 666 on the side. Just hellfire.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. I can't wait to find out.
So good. That's the cover I'm going to back.
Hell yeah, dude. Bisley. This is, dude, look at what you just told me. This is Bisley. Look on the right over here.
Too small.
Hold on.
You just got to make it bigger. In big bold letters on top of people's faces.
Just flop it on people's foreheads.
Here we go. And scroll down. Scroll right about there.
Yep.
Over here.
See, that's where the name should have been. It draws your eyes straight to it.
Over here on the right.
He's going to tattoo.
This stream has gone full circle.
Oh, man. What a shit show. I'm sorry, everybody. Today's episode is a mess. That's what happens when you don't plan accordingly. Like, I tried my best to do some planning, but let's see what's going on over at Fun My Comic. That sounds like a great idea. Phenomenova. Oh, yeah. Dude, this is the other one. All right. Mm-hmm. I know I gotten into it with Von Coleman a couple of times on Twitter.
Sure.
And it's fun. It's all fun. But he did a good job with Phenomenova. And kudos, man. That book looked great. And now he's got issue number 2. Issue number 2 is... Where are we at? 113 backers. $3,293 in 5 days.
That's not bad.
82% funded. He's got 54 days to go, so he's doing 60 days, and then he'll probably go into demand or whatever. The artwork, he does a good job with that art. He's got a good artist working on this book, and that is the difference in the world, dude. Like, if you're a writer, get a good artist, guys, because that is the difference between getting $1,000 or a couple $100 or nothing and 30,000, 50,000. You know what I mean? And this book just launched, so I have a feeling. What do you think, Jake? By the end of the 60, what do you think this is going to be?
I think it's going to be 60. I'd say this one on Fund My Comic will be at $7-8 grand.
That's kind of what I was thinking. 8 or 9. I was thinking maybe 10 tops.
Well, he covered all 3 platforms with his first one, and all that accumulated, he got around. Can't remember if it was 12 or 14,000. And so, if he's doing that again, I'm trying to break it up.
Well, sure, yeah. Granted, this is just on Fund My Comic. I'm thinking he's going to get around the 8 grand mark on Fund My Comic. We'll keep you posted, everybody watching, because we love watching. Keeping updates on all this stuff, like we did with Polar Destroyer. That book looked awesome. So here we got Phenomenova issue number 2, Down to the Core, the comic book. In order to become a hero, the old Galvan Knight must be burned away. Can he survive the fire? That's a good catch. That's a good catchphrase. After failing to strike out on his own as a superhero, Miles faces the repercussions of his actions. To redeem himself and gain full control. Oh my god, dude, I can't read. I can't do shit today. To redeem himself and gain full control over his powers, Miles begins his training with the Phoenix Senshi, a veteran superhero who fought during World War III. Oh, I remember that. However, in order to truly become a superhero, Miles must dig down into the core of who he is and rediscover the reasons for why he wants to be a superhero, if he even still wants to be one at all. This 24-page, I like it, you got your page count in there, issue is a follow-up to the giant-sized first issue of Phenomenova issue number 1. Lightning strikes, picking right up where they left off, pretty much. Digital copies for $5. Digital catch-up tier for $10. Phenomenova issue number 2, $10. That is a fair price for a standard floppy. I'm like okay with this. The whole thing about these prices, when I look at these prices, is like, if I'm seeing a 24-page book for $25, what else am I getting? Because I can go to the comic book store and get something that's probably more professional, maybe better, for $7. If I want to back somebody and I want to see them create more stuff, I might be willing to pay $20 for something if it looks really cool or I really like the creator. But otherwise, I'm like, what am I doing paying this much money for a floppy? But I like it. He's not even going there with this. He's saying $10. $10, you get the book. That's cool. I like it. It's not like pretentious. I feel like it's pretentious when they have those high price tags.
That's why it's low. That's why it's low this time around. It's not the same price point as the other book because he's
exactly. The other book was bigger.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah. It's a smaller book than the last one. That's why he made a point to even mention it's a follow-up to the oversized, the giant-sized first issue, Phenomenova number 1. Okay. So I like that he's doing that. And you know what? I wonder if he did giant size on purpose, or if he realized, holy crap, that's a huge undertaking that's going to take a year to fulfill one book, or maybe we could break it up into 2 books in a year.
No, that was totally his
money.
Strategy. That's exactly what his strategy was.
That makes sense. So, all right. Well, let's take a look at some of this artwork. We got some decent pricing on this book. The artwork looks awesome. The first book this might actually look a little better than the first book. Well, this is like I need backgrounds or something for this, but look at that. Actually, I gotta say, even the backgrounds where there's nothing, the artist is putting something back there. What are you laughing at?
The way he has his hands up in on those top panels. What's he grabbing at?
I didn't even notice that. Well, look, he's talking to a girl. He's a kid. We've all been there.
I don't think I've ever exactly done that before.
You've never done that before. Like, you're looking, your teacher's trying to yell at you. You need to learn your algebra. You're not doing your homework. And you're just like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
No,
whoa,
see, the finger placements got me thrown off.
He's getting some
action.
Looks like he's trying to get all up in there.
Like, I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying.
Oh,
and
that's great.
I'm kind of curious what the word bubbles are going to be now, because she's got her blindfold on, and he's like, hold on, let's see if I can pull this page up. There we go. All right, she's got her blindfold on in the previous page. Then he's got like this page. He's like, oh, and then she takes the blindfold off. She's like,
what are you grabbing at?
Was that it? Oh, are you done now? Oh, are you finished? And he's like, no.
He looks so guilty in that fourth panel.
He's like, damn it. And she's like,
yeah,
bitch. And he's like, ow. She's like, yeah, motherfucker. And then he's like, ow. I better see some onomatopoeias in there, by the way, Vaughn. I want to see some onomatopoeias. I want a big old smack your bitch ass right here across. You know how they like to get crazy with those sound effects? Like slam a cow or something weird. I want to slap your bitch ass. So,
just
that's
have it
phenomenal. Got our creative team. Cool, man.
He's got a huge team on this.
Yeah, he does. I wonder how much they got paid.
I don't understand.
Right now, it's looking like he's paying his people to make the book, and he's like making the book. Maybe he'll do, I don't know. That's a lot of fucking people.
Yeah, especially for 24 pages.
Yeah. All right. What do we got? Actually, you know, we're at like 112. We could totally call it right now. We looked at that book. We looked at that. I'm looking at all my little tabs here and making sure. Yeah, I think we covered everything.
Okay.
On here. Tomorrow night, everybody, we will, we're going to be over on Jake's channel. Oh, look, Bolt Action 1, 2, and 3. I've got to go back this. I really do. I got to go back this. Everybody else should go back this, too. This book actually looks cool, man.
Great art.
See, like that cover. I like that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Or this one over here. It's this one. That was actually kind of cool. Yeah, I dig it. I like these tickets. I want all these tickets. This is like the kind of things that's like, I want all of them. Badass artwork. Anyways, I've got to go edit some shit out of this stream, so I think I'm going to call it.
Just put something funny on top of it.
Yeah, blurb bubble or something. Yeah, and like a dolphin sound. Oh my god. Oh no, did my video? Oh my god. You know what? I don't even think I have my outro video here.
Oh man.
Okay, so for the record, another part of the problem with this episode was right before we go live, I realized StreamYard deleted all my shit. Like everything.
Boo.
In fact, they got rid of video clips altogether. I wonder if I can add a video clip while we're talking. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
Hey, maybe. Anything y'all are looking forward to? There's a lot going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like intriguing.
I'm looking forward to Edwin Acevedo's The Ace issue 3.
Oh yeah.
That should be coming out pretty soon. It was due in December. We're a little bit over now, so
Is it Writhe in Pain? That one's coming out too. That one
Writhe in Pain should be coming out soon too.
Pretty soon. I'm excited about that. That one looks really good. We looked at that one last week.
Reaper Destroyer is fulfilling. We'll be expecting that one soon.
Reaper Destroyer. That's the one. That's Hunt. What's his name? Rob. That's Rob's book, right?
Reaper Destroyer?
No, that's Death Raider. Oh,
yeah.
I'm thinking of Reaper Destroyer is the one we talked about last week, and Death Raider is about to go to the printer. Death Raider was that amazing artwork page by Rob Hunter. He did that amazing artwork in that book. That one's supposed to be. That one's supposed to be going to the printers real soon. He said he's going to use a local printer.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting. It might.
Will that make it quicker, or will that hinder the process? That's the question.
It might make it quicker, but I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be good. I'm kind of curious about some of my local printers. But
okay,
as far as all that goes, we'll have to check it out. We'll keep everybody posted, of course.
Yeah.
But for the meantime,
now get out, and I'll tell you when I